James Charles announced he is suing Evan Johnson's former friend Zack Sellers. Well, Zack has now made a response video.
Hey James, so I'm on here because I'm responding to your video because you're going to sue me and I can't wait to receive those papers and take this to court because everything I have spoken about is the absolute truth.
Quick recap, this is Zack, this is Evan Johnson's former friend. Evan Johnson went to jail yesterday for what he did to his ex-girlfriend, Kayla Malik. When Kayla broke up with Evan this past February, Evan apparently reached out to James Charles and the two of them had a friendship which Zack said became sexual. Zack ended up sharing all of the details on his TikTok account as well as flying to Toronto to do an interview with Be Better where he aired everything that he alleges happened between James Charles and Evan Johnson. James Charles didn't say anything for quite a few days and then he came out yesterday just after Kayla announced that Evan Johnson went to jail, and he posted a 10-minute long video explaining his side of the story and exactly what he says is true and isn't true. It does look like James's video has been shadow banned in some countries. I'm in Canada and I'm not able to see James's video anymore. However, I know other countries are still able to view it. Okay, let's get into it. So yesterday, James Charles did drop a lot of information in his video. He also shared some screenshots. One of those was a text message between him and Kayla. Well, Zack says that he should have been showing his text messages and Instagram messages between him and Evan.
You want to bring up Kayla's messages, my messages, but where are your and Evan's messages off Instagram? Oh wait, it was vanish mode. But just because it was vanish mode does not mean that we can't get a hold of those messages. Because when this goes to court, we will be able to get all of your Instagram messages.
So Zack thinks if this goes to court that he's going to be able to get all of those Instagram messages even though they were in vanish mode. However, then he accuses James Charles of this.
And I'm scared for whenever they get over to your Instagram. I'm scared that there's going to be all these little kids that are going to have to come forward because of all your past allegations.
And Zack didn't stop there. He said he feels that way about James Charles because of his past and the allegations. Now, if you don't know what those are, James Charles has been accused and confessed to messaging underage boys. So a 16-year-old boy came forward to say that James Charles had been pressuring him and messaging him. And it turns out he was 16 at the time. James Charles says that he thought he was 18. And whether that's true or not, no one knows.
Your character from the past is absolutely sick. You literally have videos of you admitting everything, which is absolutely sick. You are a sick human being. I cannot wait to take this to court. You will be canceled and you do not deserve a platform.
In James's video yesterday, he accused Zack of basically monetizing this whole thing. He talked about the fact that Zack goes live at night asking for gifts and things like that, and that he's talking about making a whole merch line. Well, this is Zack's response to him.
I will be dropping Bye Sister merch because there's no more sister. You're going to fall off of this platform. I don't care how much energy this takes and how many people have to keep doing this, but I will not give up. You're fucking with the wrong one now, buddy.
Zack is accusing James Charles of lying in his video and just trying to cover up everything he did.
You try to lie and try to cover up all of the allegations that you done because you're sick and you know that you're going to be canceled. I'm not going to let that happen.
In his video, he made it extremely clear that he is going to be suing Zack. His lawyers have actually already reached out to Zack, but they were unable to find an email address or contact for him. So what he says they ended up doing is they sent an email to Zack's workplace, which is a modeling agency. Zack says he's not worried and he actually can't wait for court.
My legal team has already been in touch with yours. We're waiting on the papers because we will be subpoenaing your phone. No matter if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 phones, whatever. Because I do know there has been kids that have reached out to me and have shown me evidence where you have said, don't take screenshots. And also, the Instagram messages have been on vanish mode. So this is not just, you taking up for, DV and being against Kayla. This is a lot more to it. So I cannot wait to bring this to court.
And this is how he ended the video.
So, in the meantime, bye, sister.
Kayla has already said that once court is over, she's going to come forward and share her whole story. She's going to tell exactly what's been going on. But for now, she is just taking in everything that happened yesterday and letting it soak in that Evan is now in jail. People have been wondering if Kayla saw James Charles' video, and she made it very clear that yes, she did. One user asked her to go look at James Charles' profile, and she says, I saw, respectfully, I'm making today about winning. For us. For us. We did it. We did it. I'm sure it won't be long until we hear Kayla's side of the story, but for now, she is just soaking in this victory and feeling good for standing up for what's right, standing up for herself, and standing up for everyone who's gone through something similar.